Good morning, this is my Delta 46460 wood lathe, and I have been asked to put together a video on how to change the belt. Now the belt's in here, but it does not appear to be a simple remove and replace. So let me go through the steps and we'll get this belt replaced. First thing we need to do is make sure that the unit is unplugged. Okay, the tools that we're going to need to do this project today is a 3mm Allen wrench, a spark plug socket, otherwise known as a 13/16 spark plug socket, and a dead blow hammer, because every project needs a hammer. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get any accessories off of the unit before we get started, just to get it, clean it up and get it out of the way. Next step, open up the side door, loosen the belt tensioner, and pull the belt off the lower pulley. There you go. Next step will be to loosen, with your 3mm wrench, the Allen head on the end piece here. There's two here, and on my model there's only one Allen on where the pulleys are, and the reason for that is because there's a keyway in it. So let's get these nice and loose and kind of get them out of the way. The next step will be to unscrew this piece here, this end piece here. Sorry, I'm not using the right terminology, but you know, you'll figure it out. Let's get this nice and loose. Now, this is a left-hand thread. So what I like to do is, that'll lock the head, and go to tighten it, which will actually loosen it, and spin it off. Spin this off. Get it all the way out of the way. Set it aside. There's a wave washer here, so grab that wave washer. Let's get that out of the way. Now we've already loosened this, so let's see if it'll turn. Well, it won't spin because there is an actual key, and let's see if you can see it. You can't see it, it's underneath here, but there's a key in here. So it's hitting, but what it's hitting is it's hitting the shoulder. Let's see if I can bring you around a little bit over here. It's hitting the shoulder of this piece right here. Let's clean up your view here a little bit. Right there, it's hitting that shoulder, that pulley is. So what we need to do is we need to drive this piece here out, this shaft, but not all the way out, just partial. So this is where our dead blow hammer comes in, and I like to use the rubber side. And you can see it moving. And there it goes. Okay, so we'll just let that hang there for a minute. Now we're going to carefully get the belt unhooked from everything down below so it's not on anything. Slide this over and take the belt out. Okay, now my belt is good. I'm only doing this to make a video for you guys. So we're going to put the new belt right back inside. Drop it down in there, and there, your new belt's in place. Now, what I wanted to show you, here's the keyway, so you don't want to lose it, and that Allen set screw, you can see right where it screws onto there. Now, we're going to put this back in, the shaft back in carefully, and it has to go through, let me move you around the side here, and this is where it gets kind of flaky sometimes. Okay, and that is having to get it to line back up in this bearing, and this bearing here likes to pop out because there's a shoulder on this shaft that grabs that inner race and wants to push it out. So what I do is I take my spark plug wrench, put it right over that shaft to hold the bearing in place, And then with my dead blow hammer, you got to make sure your keyway's lined up. You just drive it through. And you see how it's trying to push that bearing out? We'll tap that bearing back in. Because I wasn't holding it enough. And there we go. And that should do it. Is that correct? That should do it. No, that's not in far enough. So how do you know, to get the lock out of the way, how do you know if you're in far enough? Well, this pulley here, I gotta move you back over here. Okay, this pulley here won't have any slop in it. If it does, it'll have very little slop in it. So we gotta knock it through some more. So we're not all the way through. Bearings in place. Another way to tell is there's the set screw mark over here, the witness mark. You gotta be able to line that up with the Allen screws here, the Allen set screws here. So what I look for is this gap, right? There's a little gap right in here, and I like that nice and tight. Now make sure the bearing's not coming out. And that's nice and tight. So there you go. You put the belt back on. So you just put it back together the way it came apart. And that's your wave washer. And your little handle thingy here. Again, left-handed thread. This is where I kept messing up when I go to put it back together because I try to spin this guy on the wrong way. Okay. Run it down in until it stops. See, there is a little play there, but not a lot. You got to make sure that this guy here can still engage. And it can engage just fine. So we're good there, we're good there. Pop this guy out. And we'll start tightening everything back up. There. 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 And you put the belt back on exactly how you would if you were just moving it. Put it on the top pulley. Make sure it's engaged correctly. Oops, this slipped. Put the bottom pulley on. And tighten up the tensioner. And there you go. That's how you change the belt on a Delta 46460. If you have any questions or anything, any constructive comments, put them down in the comment section. Thanks for watching.